Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is ThePromG and welcome back to a brand new video. What for you guys today is my monthly manga reading log for the month of April. As I was gathering the manga that I was going to show off for this video, I take the last volume of every series I read and show them off for the video. It kind of feels like I read absolutely no manga this month, but in all reality, that's absolutely not the case. I got a great amount of manga reading done this month, including several volumes for one of my favorite series at the moment. So yeah, not a whole lot to show off in this video, but I'll talk about a lot in this video, I guess, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the manga that I read over the month of April. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. Also, if you're shopping on Right Stuff, then make sure to use my affiliate link, which will be linked down in the description below. You get manga for an amazing price. It helps support the channel. What's not to love? And while you're down there, make sure to join my Discord. Lots of amazing manga conversation going on there. You definitely do not want to miss it. But with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the manga that I read over the month of April. Starting things off very strong, we have a few volumes from my favorite series at the moment, which is currently ongoing technically. It's been on hiatus for like several years, but I believe in November or December, the newest volume is coming out for the first time in a long time, and that is, of course, Takehiko Inoue's Real. This month, I had the absolute pleasure of reading volumes 12, 13, and 14. So like I said, this is currently up to date. Very patiently waiting on that newest volume, volume 15, coming out this winter. What can I say about Real that I haven't already said? This is an absolutely fantastic series, time and time again. Every time I read a volume of this series, I feel like I take something new away, or I learn something about the characters, or feel more deeply connected to them. We're also getting some absolutely amazing character development with some of the main characters shown on volume 14 here especially. I don't know if this is really a spoiler, but if this picture means anything to you, then yeah, it's pretty awesome. Also, this volume right here, volume 13 with Shiratori, I won't say anything about what happens in this volume, just that there's like absolutely no basketball. It's basically just his backstory and seeing what he's been working towards this entire time he's been in this manga. Absolutely awesome. One of my favorite manga volumes that I've ever read out of any manga series. And it doesn't even focus on the main characters for hardly any of this volume. That just goes to show how absolutely amazing the entire cast of Real is, especially these side characters like Shiratori. Just absolutely amazing writing and really peak manga. I know that some of the earlier volumes are kind of hard to find at the moment. I don't think they're out of print per se, but just maybe out of stock for a bit. I could be completely wrong about that. I haven't been keeping too close tabs on this series as far as availability goes. But yeah, if you have the opportunity, definitely start this manga. If you like basketball, good character development, drama, this series has it all, and it does it absolutely fantastically. The next series that I read this month is none other than One Piece. Now, last month, I believe I read the first 23 volumes, or I read like 15 through 23 last month. And yeah, I was planning on picking up the second box set, but as you can see, that is not what ended up happening. The second One Piece box set has just been out of stock for so long, and I was not gonna wait for that to come back in stock or pay like $300 for it on eBay. So earlier this month, I was taking a trip to my local comic book store, and there were a bunch of volumes of One Piece, especially volumes within that second box set. So instead of waiting, I decided to pick them all up for like $5 a volume. And yeah, I read volumes 24 through 45 here of One Piece. Obviously not going to show them all off because it'd be a stack this big. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've officially finished Water 7, and yeah, it's probably my favorite arc of One Piece to date. Over Alabasta, I believe narrowly. They're both extremely good, but I think that Water 7 takes the cake. Now, I'm basically going to leave it at that because I do plan on doing a Water 7 arc review for this arc, of course, in a separate video coming very soon. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that video coming in the very near future, but a little bit of a spoiler, I really enjoyed it. And the next series that I've been reading this month is actually a series that I recently started after owning it for like over a year. I decided to bite the bullet. And that is, if you've been following the channel, it's a pretty good idea of what this is. But I'm talking about Lone Wolf and Cub. Now, I don't really have an amazing reason as to why I put off reading this series for so long, but I'll read you a bit of the very first page in the first volume and give you a little bit of an idea of why this series kind of initially scared me off at first. You're promised 500 ryo, please count it. Sugito Kinemotsu, the Kunigaro elder of the Mubi Han, is guarded 8 masters of the Niru Sword School. The guardian 8 of Mibu by commanders in the Han have tried to assassinate Sugito. Our lord and daimyo Noriku is ailing. Sugito schemes Master Takemuro Skion of another branch of the clan. Takimaru Shima. What is this manga talking about? I've opened this first volume and read that first page like 10 times, and immediately after, every single time I'm like, another day. But this time around, I actually got past that first page, and I've actually really been enjoying what I've read of Lone Wolf and Cub so far. I've been really itching to read some more samurai manga. I've actually been planning on reading Blade of the Immortal again very soon, but I decided, before I reread Blade, I'm just gonna read this series I've been putting off reading for so long, which is arguably even better than Blade in the popular opinion of most manga readers who have read both. And so far, I can say that I'm really disappointed in myself that I haven't gotten to this series sooner, because this is just such a joy to read. Super classic, the artwork, the storytelling, even though it's really episodic so far, I can tell it's going to go into something way bigger and just something on like a massive scale. So I'm really excited for that when the time comes. And while these volumes are pretty small, as you can see compared to my hand, these are really literally pocketbooks, and the text is pretty small. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, these are not quick reads by any means, but nevertheless, I just sit down and thoroughly enjoy myself every single time I've read one of these volumes so far. So I'm really looking forward to reading more of this in the coming months. And then the last two things that I've been reading this month, I don't really have to show you in this video. I'll talk about them briefly. The first one is that I read volumes 15 and 16 of Kingdom. Now, when I was initially reading Kingdom, it was one of my favorite series that I'd ever read. It was absolutely thrilling. The strategic element of it, the tactics of the actual wars were mind-blowing, and I thoroughly enjoyed when I was reading it. But then I just took a hiatus for absolutely no reason for several months and just kind of fell out of, contact with the series in total. But this month I got back into it. I read volumes 15 and 16, and man, I was reminded why I absolutely loved this series. We get to see the conclusion of, I believe, the second war arc or the second conquest. I won't spoil anything, but some absolutely crazy things happen, including a death that I did not see coming at all. But yeah, crazy stuff happens in Kingdom, and I'm definitely excited to keep reading online. And the second thing that I've been reading this month is the third Classroom of the Elite light novel. Now, I've been enjoying what I've read of Classroom of the Elite. Granted, I have been taking my sweet time with this series, reading like a volume every 2 months, I'd say. And while the pacing of the second light novel was a little bit slower, I still enjoyed it. But now going into this third light novel, I really had a hard time putting it down. The only reason that I didn't finish it in like a few days is because I got more volumes of One Piece, and then that basically consumed my entire month. So currently I'm about halfway through the third light novel. I've been reading it for like a couple days, then I put it down for One Piece. Now I need to get back to it because it's absolutely amazing, super fun and interesting. So I cannot wait to get back to that and finish it probably as this month progresses. But yeah, that's basically everything that I read over the month of April. I did a lot of manga reading, even though the thumbnail and the amount of titles I showed off today may not display that. Most of it was One Piece. Granted, so yeah, not a whole lot to show unless I wanted to have a fast stack of One Piece volumes right next to me. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this month's manga reading log. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So yeah, this has been ThePromG. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.